When someone's going through and experimenting with drugs and things like that, I think it's easily hidden. And, the mood swings and things like that can be blown off as, oh, she's being a teenager, and I think that's the unfortunate part of addiction.
What? But I don't, okay, well, I'm not doing it anymore. I was just like, I didn't believe, you just don't believe it. Now I'm thinking she's in rehab, okay? I know this, she's checked into rehab. She's not here. I haven't been able to see her yet. She's in detox. But still in my mind, it's like, is she really just blowing this out of proportion? How can she truly be addicted to heroin? I did not even believe it then. And she was in a rehab facility. I went to see her in the rehab facility. Still in my mind, did not believe that she could be addicted to heroin.
I'm not an addict myself, so I'm not naturally addicted to anything. I mean, I enjoy things, but I'm not, oh, I have to do this to get this or whatever. And so that's the standpoint that I approached addiction with. My approach was, they're wrong, they do harmful things to your body, why would you do them? It was very black and white to me. And it's not black and white when you're trying to escape something or when you're trying to bury something or internally.
I couldn't comprehend it until she told us, I need you to clean out my room. And okay, because she was getting ready to come home. So I'm even thinking that with Taylor, it was like something in my mind, or heart, just wasn't wanting me to believe that this was truly happening to us. And then here we are. This doesn't happen to us, right? Not that we're by far not a picture perfect family, but this doesn't happen to us. I couldn't tell my mom. Todd didn't want me to tell my mom or dad. We were so ashamed that this was happening in our family. We didn't tell anybody. And then we go, why? And when we felt like we were honoring Taylor, we wanted it to be Taylor's story when Taylor was ready to tell it. But it was us. We were ashamed that we had a daughter that was addicted to heroin.
I never told anybody while my daughter was using or that my daughter was in recovery. That's something you don't bring up. But this problem exists, and I believe it's almost in 1 of every 3 homes.
I think that we're way past it started with prescription pain pills, we're way past the Mexican cartel talk, and I think that at this point, here's what we know, that 192 people are gonna die today from accidental drug poisoning. It's the leading cause of death for white males under 50. It is now the leading cause of accidental death in the United States. More people die annually from accidental overdoses due to opioids than not just car accidents, but car accidents and gun violence combined. There's the problem.
I feel for the child, it's more of shame. They feel shame in what they've done, and they feel that we are going to shame them, and we're, and all of that. That fear of letting your parent down, I think, weighs heavily on, on our children, that they don't want to disappoint us. That was another thing that I remember her saying, he's going to be so disappointed in me.
She had 66 days in. I mean, golly, again, my knowledge of with addiction or lack of addiction and how powerful it is, I'm kind of guilting her of you just threw 66 days away. Instead of my first comment being, it's okay, let's go.
Yeah, I think that he, thinking about his story, he certainly struggled with different parts of it. He told me this story the other day. Taylor was going to she said that she was going to a meeting in the morning and a meeting at night. And he looked at me and he goes, Robert, I was so uneducated, because my thought was, do you really have to go to that many? Yeah, she really needed to go to that many, Would you tell a cancer patient, do you really have to go get chemo this week? Right?
And she's an intelligent woman. She was a very intelligent girl. How can you be not that intelligent to continue to do this where you know where to lead? if I talk to a guy right now that, yeah, my son's dealing with heroin, I had to kick him out of the house, I would say, get him back home. Get him back home. They're no use for you when they're dead. And so you just have to keep them alive.